Hi everyone, it's Miriam with a Y. In the video before this one, which I will link up there for you, I did a pour using DecoArt Satin Enamels in a somewhat different way than the normal cloud effect paint mix that these are usually used for. Now, today's pour was filmed right after that little green one. So my gloves and my workstation are still showing the paint that I poured off. Now, I am usually not a big tilter, so dumping this paint was a bit emotional for me, but the paint got picked up, and when I mixed it up, it was a pretty blue, so I used it a little bit in today's pour. So let's see what happens with this, shall we? Let's do this. I am now set up for a new pour. I'm going to do this on a 10-inch round MDF board, and I want some color this time. The last pour was a little subdued, I think, so I want some happy, poppy colors. So I'm adding primary magenta. This is a DecoArt fluid acrylic. I mean, it's called magenta, but honestly, I think it just looks more red to me. So I don't know. That looks pretty gosh darn red, but that's what it's called. And then, since I had a little bit of green left over, the satin enamel, I wanted to punch that up and kind of give that more of a bright color. So I added some Americana Premium green gold to it. So now this is kind of like a 50-50 mix. So that is now kind of a less mossy, more grass green. I'm going to also throw in some Bahama Blue because it's pretty and I want some pretty colors. And I'm going to stick with the purple Pizzazz, just a touch. And then also some true ochre. So I'm just gonna go for a colorful experience. See what happens. And if we get some clouds, awesome. But if not, I think it'll still be a pretty pour. But let's see if we can get some clouds too. All right, I'm gonna start with just a regular titanium white base this time. And let's see, just going to put that down so that the pour can move. Well, I've got some of the paint that I scraped up before. I'll probably put that around the edge. But this is more to get some paint down in the middle. Okay, and for our cup, I'm going to start with the white, some magenta, some purple, some white again, Bahama Blue. Gosh, that is so pretty. Oh, some ochre, white again, blue, some of this green. That is so pretty now. Very bright and happy. Bahama. White, ochre, magenta, some ochre. That is my cup. Let's see if we can get some clouds out of this. I want some clouds. I am hoping for some clouds. So I'm going to be a good girl and I'm going to stay in the center and I'm going to just do a pour, a ring, and I'm not going to travel with it or anything. I'm just going to pour in the center and stay in the center. It is very colorful. I love that. Okay, what I am going to do though is I'm going to turn this a little bit so the things don't end up all on the same side. How about that? So like now that it's going all white, I'm going to spin it so that the white ends up on the other side too. I'm going to do it again. Okay. This looks like candy. It looks like candy to me. And I've got this paint. This is the paint that I scraped up from the last one. And I will put some of that along the edge here. Okay. I see some interesting things happening here. There's going to be a lot of paint being tilted off here. I gotta tell you that now. Those of you that are like me and don't like to waste paint, there is going to be some waste today. But I think apparently it's required for this. So I'm embracing the tilt. Alrighty, let's do this. It's kind of cool looking already, you know. I gotta say, it is kind of cool looking already, isn't it? It just is. Kind of pretty already. It looks like a Christmas package. It looks like a Christmas cookie of some sort. It's pretty already. Okay, we're done. I'm not tilting. No. Yeah. Okay, slow, itty bitty tilts. Yeah, la la la. See, the blue is just, this paint's just rolling right over the blue. Okay, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Okay, let us okay, I don't want to lose those. That's enough of that. Okay, but I do need to let that come over a little teeny bit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, back, back, back. Back, 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 back. It can come down here a little. Okay, this is the reddest pour I've ever done. Okay. How about... Oh, see, it's doing that cool thing in the middle. I love the middle of these. See, it's like a flower opening up there. And the only way to get it is to tilt. Only way to get at that, to open that up, is to tilt off more. Okay, I can afford to tilt this way because this is a lot of white doing nothing. So I'm okay with that. But these are pretty here. Oh man. I don't know if that's gonna get me that opening. That's really cool. It's like a flower over there, and I want that. Oh, this is pretty. This is really, 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 really pretty. I want this. It's like a package, and I want to open it. It's like a little gift, and I want to open it up. But this is cool. This is very cool. Gosh, that's really pretty, and I love this. I want that. Urgh. How? I just may not be able to have it. I'm tilting super slow to see if I can. I'm getting a little bit of this. I'm not losing too much of that. Okay, I can afford to come down this way a little. I think I gotta stop. Oh man. You can't have everything, Miriam. I'm being greedy. I want this. But I want to keep this. Yeah, I wish there was a way to bring everything in here. If losing this band of white would let this come in more, I'd be good with that. Or let this come out this way, I'd be good with that. But it's really, really pretty. This looks like the buds of like some flowers waiting to happen. And these are cloud-like for sure. I want to see if I can make this little band less bland. So all I'm doing is tapping my stick up and down so that it's kind of pulling up the paint from underneath. To bring some lines up, maybe, because it's a little stark white, empty nothingness. I'm gonna blow on this just a hair, just to see if anything interesting could happen. Yeah, I don't want to do more than that. That's just dangerous. But I may want to come down this way though. It's just to add a line in there, something. It's just so, bland. So that's helping a little. I think I need to leave it alone. I think anything I do runs the risk of ruining something. So I'm going to stop. I don't know how to get these pretty things more in the middle. I wish I could invert this somehow. Well, I love the sort of like this little bouquet happening right there in the middle. I think that's really cool. It looks like a little bouquet of crocuses starting to grow out of the ground. And then I love this edge, and I like this edge a lot. I just wish I could push them in a little bit, just a little, just to collapse the white a little. But overall, it's really pretty. I don't know how I would hang it. I don't know which direction, but I think it's going to be really really cool with resin on it. So I'm going to be really excited about that. Alrighty, I'm going to put this to dry and we will get to see ended up. Now is a good time to subscribe and let me know if you liked this with a thumbs up. For exclusive extra videos and more, become my patron on Patreon. This pour makes me pretty happy now. I ended up loving how different it is. Make sure to tune in this Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for my favorite satin enamel pour yet. It may shock you. It is way different. Now, on today's pour, I'm glad I stopped when I did and that I had turned the canvas when I initially poured the cup. I think that kept the white area from being solid white and gave it some fun banding. Tell me in the comments what decisions you would have made. And make sure to join my Facebook group to share ideas and projects and resources with thousands of others. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let your creative nature shine. See you Thursday. Bye now.